It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Patriots, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Shaw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 63 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Let's go. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, it's Lane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Come on.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
That's interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say,
and off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. On 1st and 10, Shaw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Shaw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've got, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. There he goes right side.
You know what? Why don't you just
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lane. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Please walk the ball.
What was that, Rob? That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, ball.
To throw on second down. Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Shaw. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns the... to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shaw, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shaw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. On 1st down, Shaw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harvey. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lane. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. At the 17-yard line. It's just me and you. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Finds the mic. I know he ain't got it. Mike.
Back to throw. Shaw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fame. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking in. And now, of course, all scoring plays are. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, they'll throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from the